Hey guys, hope you haven't missed me too much. Here, like I promised, the weekend isn't over, so I got some PO action right here, right now. Look at the video length, man. That must be like a whole sitcom length long. What are you doing, Kashif? Well, if you guys don't understand my PO name, which is called One Actual Fuck, think about every time somebody tells you something that you don't care about, you say, listen, man, shut up, man. I don't give a fuck, man. See, I'm actually giving one fuck. I don't know. Whatever. But anyway, it looks like I'm in the OU chair. Ooh, talking about the big boy. Ooh, gamer glory. So, what did I do? I think no, I didn't trick right away because I didn't want him to bring in, did he have like Scizor or something like that? I don't even remember. But, when I'm playing PO, unlike Wi-Fi like to write down people's team preview. That's like what people do. But I don't see the reason to do that, in PO because you can just like scroll up and hey, boom, there goes your opposition's team right there. And, people like to, one thing I noticed about players is that people do that while they have the remaining 6. They don't do that like on like what they have 5. Like, okay, I just killed T-Tar. Let me cross that off my list or whatever like that. I just see people copy and paste. That's a big, then it just dwindles down the significance of doing that initially anyway. I mean, the point is to keep track of your opposition's teams, right? So if you knock something out, why all of a sudden go by memory? It doesn't make any sense to me. But anyway, me in particular, I do everything by memory. I've been playing this game by memory. I went to the PNP tournament, man. Yo, I was the only dude there, Joey. They will tell you. Only dude there. No pen and paper, nothing. I write shit down. I just did it all by memory, baby. Boss status. That's how you gotta do it. That's how you gotta do it. Anyway, I'm just gonna bring in the Scizor, right? And one thing I like about my Scizor is that it's expert belt. I think I changed it to expert belt because a lot of times I'll find that I would be locked onto a move, and then like that one move, like maybe a D, it could be a D dance, maybe a something, it just takes one move to throw me off because this team in particular has a lot of openings, and I'm quite well aware of that. So it's vault turn, basic whatever like that. All these turns and nobody's been knocked down yet, man. Kashif, man, you look too much pity on your opponent, man. What are you doing? So I'm just gonna vault switch out. Me thinking that he's gonna, probably switch out into something maybe. Hell, I don't even know. I'm thinking about going for the Earth Power. Earth Power would do okay damage, but not as much as the Jar Ball. It's not really, viable or smart for me to stay in here and sacrifice my what's this thing called as of yet. I could actually didn't have to go through all those acrobatics to take down the Ferrothorn now that I think about it, but I'm glad the thing is gone because it walls like about half of my team, to be honest with you. So that's actually one reason why I also didn't make Scizor banded anymore, because maybe they could bring in the Ferrothorn and think I'm banded because, or whatever like that. Since I'm not taking any recoil from Life Orb damage and you don't see any leftovers, so they must, it's obviously choice band. Nah, broski, leftovers, and then the freaking superpower switch up. So he's gonna bring the Tyranitar Weather War. I think I could kill it at this particular range. I think I overestimate Tyranitar's special defensive capabilities while in the Sandstorm, but sometimes I underestimate it also. So Tyranitar is a kind of a wild card there. Sometimes when I'm thinking about things like I sometimes don't have the smoke and damage calculator. I'm not like spending 20 minutes. In my opinion, I think unless you're trying to ladder, which at this particular moment I'm not really laddering, I'm just playing PO for the sake of entertainment. Unless you're laddering, unless you're not laddering, I don't see the point of, then again, I was going to say I don't see the point of doing damage calculations with the other thing, but then again, that's kind of foolish because you're playing a game in order to win, so I guess you would want to do damage calculations. But, the whole process, I guess what I'm saying is the whole process of like going to the site, whatever, and then afterwards, it's too long, and it's kind of rude, in my opinion. It's like, oh my god, would you hurry up? Why do you take 50 million years to make a move? That's what I'm getting at. I bring in the Celebi purposely, knowing full well that he's going to go for the U-turn just to get switch priority. So it looked kind of foolish at first. It was pretty obvious that he was going to go for the U-turn. He was Choice Scarf, why not? So I'm thinking like, alright, I could probably get off a Hydro Pump. I think I'm just going to stay in. Now that he's not banded, he won't be able to kill me unless this critical hit happens. Go figure. Okay, alright, kind of pissed off at first, moving my mouse around a little bit. I'm like, alright, I'll fix this, whatever, like that. I think he has Landorus, Scizor, and something else left that won't like a Hydro Pump. So I'm just gonna oh, wow, okay. Now that's a little too much, buddy. You're getting a little bit too much hacks from me, buddy. So he's gonna go for the Stone Edge, and I'm thinking like maybe he's Scarfed. So I'm just gonna go for the Extreme Speed thing, overestimating it. Damage after a +1, but it doesn't even matter at this moment because Stone Edge Karma hits him. His Stone Edge misses, which is nice. I'm not locked onto Outrage or anything like that. Well, I spoke a little bit too soon. I have like the Ferrothorn. I'm sorry, not the Ferrothorn. The Forretress left over, so I have to do Outrage. And in comes the Scizor, which I believe at a +1 Outrage will kill it, even though it resists it. Yeah, I'm right. Okay. So great game. If he locked himself on to Bullet Punch anyway, so it won't kill the Forretress, which could revenge kill with the Earthquake. So that was a great game. Let's see what else we got here. We have somebody who's just quit right away. Man, I don't give a fuck. I'm just kidding. One actual fuck. So, oh my, I saw somebody with that name, you know, I don't even know. It was like a low name, so I decided to take it too for myself. You know, somebody had that name. So, hey, don't even try taking my name. I got a password. And my password has numbers, symbols, and letters and characters, man. Nah, not even trying. Not even trying. You're not even trying. Alright, so this is standard OU. This guy brings in a Sigilif, right? I remember I had a video where I had trouble with the pronunciation of that particular Pokemon. I was like, Sigilif or Sigilif? I know now it's Sigilif. So, Fortress, debating, should I take a Scald? It doesn't make sense. I have Celebi. But I want my rocks up. This is so difficult. He goes for the Hidden Power, predicting me to switch up to something else. Hidden Power is neutral damage, which tells me that it's, I don't know. So, I'm just gonna trick. I guess he was, you know, obviously the switch is coming. In comes the Infernape and Stone Edge. I guess him thinking I was going to go into the Dragonite. Nice prediction. So Stone Edge does like 24%. I could combat back with the Earth Power. He knows that switches to something that would be immune to Earth type attacks. Hence Hydreigon. Go for the U-turn for the switch priority. Thinking about the Scizor, I don't know. I kind of forget that my own Scizor is expert belt in this particular battle. Like, this is the first time I'm opening up my team after a while, and I'm thinking like, alright, if I lock myself into Bullet Punch, he's gonna get a +1, he's obviously gonna switch. So I'm like, alright, I'm debating, should I go for a U-turn? No, if I U-turn, he's gonna Fire Blast. No, if I Bullet Punch, then I'm locked on, and he's gonna get like a free setup move or something like that. So what the hell do I do? Maybe I'm just gonna double switch out. Yes, Politoed, I know he's gonna go for the Fire Blast, so now I'm just gonna go for the Hydro Pump. I know one move coming from a Hydreigon won't be enough to kill it. Just gonna go for Hydro Pump. I miss. So at least I went for the Hydro Pump thinking that he's probably either gonna U-turn and or switches to something else because I do threaten it with the Ice Beam. I think Ice Beam at that particular range would finish it off. I mean, look how much the U-turn with no attack investments are doing onto the Hydreigon, the super effective damage unstabbed. So Politoed with special attack investments, you know, with unstab attack would do a significant amount of damage onto him. He brings in this thing, which is Trapias. So I was laughing in my mind. I'm like, why the hell would you have a Trapias? No, but hey, I'm not informed. This is new to me. This thing gets Harvest as well, much like Executor. But what happens is that he's a sub Leech Seed, I think, Protect set with the Air Slash. So every time he gets under 50%, the Citrus Berry will activate every turn and replenish his HP. So I'm like, what? I'm like, alright, I gotta kill this thing first. I have to bring in something that's slower so that if he sets up the substitute, he'll be exposed. He won't, like, I won't attack it, and then he won't have a substitute up and then just continuously revitalizing his HP with the Citrus Berry. So I want something that's slower so that, you know, I can hit this thing, I guess. No, actually, I said that wrong. I want something faster. Obviously, you want something faster, so you can't sub up. But then I guess he could read between whether I'm slower and faster and then use substitute accordingly to replenish his HP with the Citrus Berry anyway. So I'm like, alright, I gotta get rid of this thing, man. This thing is a nuisance. Why am I Vault switching and U-turning to try to take care of this thing? I should be locking myself into Hidden Power Ice, Quad, weak against it. And I think that's what I do this particular turn. Leech Seed is obviously not going to affect the Celebi. He's in there for residual damage. I guess that's the point of this thing. To get it's pretty nice, actually. I mean, I think, and I encourage, you know, somebody to steal this idea because, hell, I am. Not in my next video, so, you know, don't bring something to be prepared for it because I will not be bringing it in my next video since I just said that. Or my, you know, this week or this month or whatever like that. But I'm definitely saving it. Yes. But, yeah, man. Just gonna allow myself to hidden power of ice. I'm thinking that he's gonna predict me to go for the U-turn since he went for the protect now. So I'm just gonna keep on doing hidden power ice. This thing is too much of a threat. I'm thinking about canceling my move, which I did. I'm like, should I U-turn? You know, second guessing myself, but you know, turns out he stays in, and I think he was gonna go for the substitute, which doesn't pay off for him. In comes his Hydreigon. I don't think we're in. Yeah, we actually are in the range, so I actually should have stayed in. Now that I think about it, and just went for the U-turn. You know, I would have actually survived it, being that I am under the rain. So I'm just going to make up for my mistake now, and I realize that rain continues to fall. I'm like, oh, I am under the rain. But, you know, I guess karma kicks me in the ass for not doing what I should have done in the first place, get a critical hit with the Fire Blast. I'm like, all right, you know what? You know what? I'm sick of you. Bullet Punch, baby. I think this is the perfect opportunity to probably try to trick him into thinking that I'm locked onto Bullet Punch after U-turn. I'm like, is he gonna close combat? Should I like stay in and go for the superpower? I don't know. I mean, the switch is pretty damn obvious. If I go for a Dragonite, I resist fire and I resist fighting type moves, which is his dual stab. So I'm like, all right. If I do that, he might switch his moves and go for the Stone Edge. Again, staying with the Scizor with her superpower to inflict some damage onto it. I'm like, alright, you know, I'm just going to go for the Politoed. Worst case scenario, he does go for a fire type move. Thinking about going for the Ice Beam. Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, I don't know. Let's see what else he has. I haven't taken out his Suicune yet. I think Suicune. Alright, so Suicune's coming in, hitting Power Grass. And like I said, amazing. Check your team, and boom. No reason to write anything down. So, hitting Power Grass again. If he goes for the Calm Mind, I think next time I'm going to probably go for the Rest. If he's Rest Talk, that's amazing. I have the Perish Song, which is not too bad anyway, because I am kind of defensive, special defensive by me. So if he goes to the Rest now, I can Perish Song it, and he's going to go for the CM. I survive with 1 hit point, baby. You know, and then afterwards, he's not going to be able to live anything anymore. So hidden power. Again, I'm just going to switch into the Politoed for Death Fodder in this particular case. And then afterwards, switch into Dragonite now. Now he has a choice of whether he wants to inflict any damage onto the Dragonite initially, and or probably switch out. So I'm just going to go for the DDNs now. His best bet would have been to stay in anyway, because he does have a now Scarfed Infernape, in my opinion. He could hit me with the Stone Edge, but he doesn't do that. So he switches out now to save his Suicune for later on. A lot of people make that mistake, and that's why I particularly do that. So now I don't want his Stone Edge to, you know, I don't want after a +2 DD for his Stone Edge to, you know, to hit me twice, you know, because he could get a critical hit and piss me off. So I just go for the 1 and take him out with the Earthquake. So in comes the Gyarados. At first I don't notice the Intimidate. I didn't even pay attention that it was Moxie. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. All right, he's at +1. I'm like, I'm at +2. I'm like, oh, all right, take this thing out right now. Oh man, I was gonna go to +2 for a minute. But I'm like, alright, there's no need to. And because the Suicune unable to do much anything, I'm at +2. I think it's a good game here and now. So great game. Viewers, do not forget to rate, comment, subscribe. Even if he burns me, he's gonna take a +2 first, and then another one which is cut in half, which is normal damage. So you can't take that. So great game there. So let's get another one. Guys, also tell me about the variables. So I leave it at the default, which is like 100. If you guys, you know, switch up your variables. I think it's like the higher or the low. See, that's what I'm asking you to tell me. Whether it's the higher or the lower, that you have a lower probability of getting the noobs, you know, in this particular case. Because I don't want to face easy people. I want to face the hard people. You know what I'm saying? That's how you face your game. So in comes the Heatran, and it looks like I should switch out, but I know this Heatran is going to stay in and go for the what's it called, the Stealth Rock. And I wasn't actually expecting the Earthquake to take it out, but I was expecting some significant damage, which is great. So he's like, who the hell does that? And I'm like, I do. Unorthodox, baby, but it works. You know, it's not Mud Slap, it's Earthquake. So now I'm just going to go for, why did I wrap it? Oh, because he set up rocks again. Okay, I don't want rocks up. I'm like, why did I wrap this spin again? I'm like, oh yeah, he has 2 Pokemon that can set up rocks, that's why. So, he's going to go for the Thunderbolt. I guess now is a good opportunity for me to go to Celebi because maybe he's locked onto it. I don't see any leftovers recovery or anything like that. Oh, shoot! I'm put on the blast. I'm put on the spot. He gets a critical hit with, I think that's hidden power of fire. So let me nullify that down a little bit for later on. I don't even know what purpose it has right now because Celebi took a critical hit just now. So it's not like he could live another hidden power of fire. I have two Pokemon that acquire weak to it, so anything that will take super effective damage from fire attacks is already like kind of weakened, except for, you know, maybe Scizor or whatever like that. And I'm not gonna trust. I don't want any damage up to my Scizor as of yet. So I think I'm just gonna Death Rider the Celebi in this particular case. So maybe he's, I don't know, he's not taking any damage. So I think now bringing the Scizor, I think that's what I do. Rotom Scizor. I'm like, all right, you know, if I could probably trick you into do something, that'd be great. You know, if I could trick you or whatever have you. Choice Scarf, yes. Choice Scarf Ferrothorn, that's great. You know, great, amazing. So unfortunately, he's like, yes. And I'm like, yeah, you know, cool beans. He sets up spikes. I guess he's locked onto spikes now. So I'm just gonna U-turn. He's probably gonna bring in the Gliscor. That's what I would do, you know, I guess. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it does. Rotom, Politoed. Indeed, you gotta get rid of Scizor first. So now U-turn. I think I'm just gonna go out into either Politoed or Rotom. You can't do much to anything into Rotom. If he has Acrobatics, which is common, I resist it. Even if you do have the Flight Gem, which you don't because you have the Toxicor, so he's gonna go for the Protect. And let's see, I'm not locked onto anything right now. Maybe I should go for the Vault Switch. I don't know. So yeah, go for the Vault Switch, get Switch Priority. I'm just gonna go out into this thing because I want to spin away his hazards. No spikes, no unnecessary damage. So now I'm thinking like, all right, I could probably bring in this thing, go for the U-turn again. You know, probably go for Volt Turn, U-turn to dwindle down his damage, you know. But I'm thinking like, alright, I should probably Superpower and then afterwards go for the U-turn, but I don't want him to bring in his Gliscor, I don't know. So, he does bring in Gliscor, I should have U-turned. That was great. Thanks. So now I'm bringing, Rotom Wash, I believe. He goes for Toxic. I'm like, oh no, you are not about to, you know, stall me out, man. That happened to me once, but this guy just had like sub protect until my thing just ran out. So gonna get some more damage onto the Ferrothorn, thinking that he's gonna probably go for the Elite Seed again. So I'm like, alright, I gotta make a choice, right? I don't have any hazards yet. Both Pokemon that had what's it called? Stealth Rock gone out of the way, you know. So I'm just gonna bring in my Politoed now. Politoed hasn't taken any damage. He has to poison it first before, you know, probably trying to stall me out with this sub poison. So I cancel. I'm thinking like, all right, maybe I should go for the Hydro Pump instead. And that's actually what I should have did first, because if you brought in like, you know, Ferrothorn, yeah, see, switch up on you, nice, nice, buddy, yes, yes. And he's like, oh, I thought you were gonna go for Ice Beam. I thought you were Scarf. No. So it's great. Now that I got the Scizor down to a considerable amount of HP, he's gonna go for the Bullet Punch. Luckily, I hit 2 of my Hydro Punch. Great, amazing. I can take a Thunderbolt. Actually, I think I can, but I want to make sure that I can. You know, I mean, why did I switch into this thing? Because you can't take 2 Thunderbolts. But I'm thinking like, all right, maybe I should go for the Rotom and then go for the Volt Switch or something like that. What should I do? Like, he has the Gliscor left over. If I go to Scizor and I U-turn, or no, I Bullet Punch. He brings in his Ferrothorn, and he thinks he's locked onto. You see this scenario again? Think I'm locked onto Bullet Punch? No, buddy. Super power. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Come on. You know you want to stay in, buddy. Yes. You know you want to stay in, buddy. That's what you want to do. It's too much of a risk for you to go back into Glasgow with the choice bandit Bullet Punch. He's like, question mark. He's like, why are you so happy? Man, I just got rid of the biggest block on your team for me. That's why I'm so happy, man. I'm about to make that epic comeback, man. Seriously. So now it looks like I'm just gonna Volt Switch, being that I'm slower. Oh, whoa. Calm down, buddy. Okay, sorry. I didn't mean to upset you. Jeez. You died in the movie. Critical hit, Draco Meteor takes me out. And I was just laughing at the whole situation. I'm like, whoa, Latios. Okay, great. So, Bullet Punch, not able to take Latios out. Can't come back in because Stealth Rock is in play. I live by. He's like 4-3. I'm like, nah, 7, dude. That lucky 7s play that slot number. So, Best bet for him was not to bring in the Gliscor to take unnecessary damage by my Bullet Punch. So I'm thinking like, alright, I could probably bring in the Politoed now. His Gliscor doesn't have the Star Fox, so I don't have to worry about Scizor dying and switch in. He knows he's gonna Earthquake, and I'm like, alright, maybe I could go for the Parasol here. I'm like, it's like, alright, it's time for that sweepage, I guess, or okay. He says a lame quote from freaking Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh my goodness. Don't be lame. It's time to do. No. No. So, I made a mistake last game. I think it was like a game where I just actually went for the Parasol. When I could just like kill the Gliscor. This dude had a Gliscor. And I could only take one Earthquake. And I just, instead of doing Hydro Pump and Ice Beam, I went for the Parasol. Why did I do that? This guy could switch out. So I'm not gonna make that mistake again. He's like, you didn't miss facts. I'm like, alright, don't be mad, get glad. Glad raps. You know, so that's what I'm talking about. Alright, but is your Celebi nasty plot? It has, yeah, good question. It has the Eevees to be a nasty plot, but I do prefer having the U-turns so that, you know, if I many times I set up nasty plot, somebody could like switch out to something that could take care of it right away, hence a wasted move. So Scizor comes in, he's like, I'm gonna live the Bullet Punch. I'm like, nah, maybe, trust me. Sorry. Doesn't live an expert belt. So yeah, great game. Move on to the next one. Orange! He's like, I'm confused. I'm confused. Hey, you wanna join a clan? It must be max damage. Yeah, because every Pokemon person that says that is an expert of it. Oh, there's gotta be minimum damage, dude. Oh my gosh, there's like a 6% chance of that happening. Stop making excuses, please. It's just a game. Please. You know, but alright, see what happens here. I'm like, I have the expert belt. Here I go, schooling somebody again. He's like, you have the Iron Plate, obviously. I know everything. He's like, you have the E-belt? Oh, LOL, what noob does that? The noob that just kicked your ass? Anyway, let's just find, I think, 2 more, which is what I'm going to do. And then comes something a little bit more unorthodox. So, I'm looking at this team, I'm like, alright, easy, I guess. I mean, easy 14 points for me. You know? So, here it goes. Let's see what happens. It takes a while to pick his lead. Gengar. Right, watch this. Hypnosis, right? I'm like, alright, fine. Hypnosis. Critical hit Shadow Ball. Thank you. I'm like, alright, Thunderbolt, thank you. Thank you for not waking up Forretress. I really wanted my rocks up. The guys are Arcanine and Togekiss, and yeah, great, thanks. So, Scizor now. Shadow Ball, I'm like, alright, let me pursue. Let's hope this guy doesn't have any power. Like fire or something like that. Thunderbolt, paralysis, fully paralyzed. I'm like, alright. Enough of this. Enough. Bullet Punch, right? So they'll probably think I'm locked. And then afterwards, pursue. Switch. That's what I'm talking about. See, that's what I'm talking about, man. That comeback. So in comes Lucario. Extreme speed, easy, kill. So, yeah, you know better than not to set up a damn, freaking superpower. It would be nice, actually, if I, like, stayed and went for the Bullet Punch again on his Lucario switching, and then he goes for the Swords Dance while I powered that shit, man. Oh, man, that would have been epic. Alright, so, oh, shit, Miracle! What? I got destroyed. Wow. Okay. Focus Sash, counter? Okay. Ice Punch. And he's obviously going to go for the E-Speed now. So I'll go for that first, meaning that I'm +1, able to kill it. So E-Fire, I'm like, alright, +1, Earthquake. This guy's Focus Sash too. No, Choice Scarf. Okay, excuse me. So I resist it, right? And I'm like, alright, let me Volt Switch. Hydro Pump's a little bit too obvious. So Ice Punch is not going to do too much to me. Let's see what else he has. I don't think my Lodic would appreciate a Volt Switch. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So yeah, kill that thing. Boom. In comes the Politoed, and I have the Fortress left over for Death Fodder. So, let's see what he brings in. He brings in Togekiss. I'm like, alright, should I Hydro Pump? I think Hydro Pump would do a little bit more damage. Ice Beam for consistency. Quick Claw. This dude has the Quick Claw. That's a standard match, and the dude has a quick. They allowed the Quick Claw on him? That doesn't make any sense. Okay. So Hydro Pump probably thought I was gonna go for the Volt Switch. Sorry, buddy. I know Hydro Pump kills at that particular range, so you know, kudos to me. So he brings that back in. Hydro Pump again kills. I'm in the rain. Sorry, buddy. So yeah, that Gengar, man. Oh my goodness, what was that all about? Close combat? Nope. I know. So luckily, Jesus Christ, thank God all my Hydro Pumps hit that particular turn. I would have lost. Alright, so I think this is the second to last one. 25 minutes in the video. And this looks like a real team now. Alright, great. But I lose 28 points if I lose this. So I gotta be a little bit more careful. Ooh, no pressure. Alright, Stealth Rocks up. Easy. Boom. I know this guy doesn't pack Taunt. Because I packed Taunt on my Scarberry. So I'm just gonna go for Rapid Spin. He sets the spikes. I'm just gonna go for the Volt Switch. And then afterwards, he stays in. I guess him thinking I can do anything. And then afterwards, he's gonna stay in again with the Scarberry on the Volt Switch. Okay, thanks, buddy. Yeah. Later on, I'll just spin your hazard away. So I'm like, alright, what else is Scarfed or Banded or whatever like that? So my Scizor, again, me forgetting that it is not Banded, I'm just going to bring that in. He obviously has a fire move. Obviously, since he brought in Jirachi. So, let's see what he has. Maybe he's locked onto it. So I'm just going to test that theory out. Freezing the Breloom. Easy kill. Boom. Nobody's going to sleep tonight. Nobody. Alright, so let's see what else he brings in. Probably stunned by that move. I don't know. So let's switch in. I mean, it was common sense. It wasn't even, you know. So Forretress now, I think this is a great opportunity for me to bring the Forretress. I don't even know. This guy has Acrobatics, which is what I thought. Damn! I thought he was gonna protect or, you know, something. Damn! I didn't know he was gonna go straight for Acrobatics. So I'm Scarfed again. I'm like, alright. If I lock myself onto Hydro Pump, what will it kill? Breloom's out of the way, so I don't have to worry about anything. So Hydro Pump, easy. I can lock myself in the Hydro Pump all day, kill everything, man. That is a Scarf, you know. But yeah, thanks, thank you, because I totally needed that, right? So at least I win the weather war. So in comes the Terrakion. Why would you do? Makes no sense. Help. Okay. Let's see what else. He has a Gliscor. I guess he has nothing for it. I mean, he has Gliscor. He goes for a substitute. What are you doing? You just give me easy kills. Wonder if Quick isn't gonna finish me off. He goes for the Swords Dance. Not even an attacking move, and I just did 25%. Bullet Punch missed. Oh my lord, somebody help me. Somebody just help, please. Just help, please. Please. I beg of somebody. Just, my goodness. What the hell was that about? He has Jirachi left over. So I'm like, alright. If I go for the E-Speed now, kill this thing off. Hopefully he won't switch into Jirachi, lock himself onto a move, which will be super effective against my both Dragonite and Celebi. So I'm banking on him not switching. Extreme Speed doesn't kill, and Acrobatics does. Okay. You got 2%, buddy? Watch this. Watch this, buddy. Boom. Acrobatics doesn't kill. Make it a Rapid Spin kill. That is amazing. Look at that. And if you lock yourself onto Fire Punch, I swear I'm going to shoot a baby. Yeah. So Fire Punch doesn't kill 96%, and I think another one would kill. I think he was probably predicting to switch back into Celebi, which makes no sense because they both take super effective damage from fire type attacks. So the Drain Punch makes no sense, buddy. Thank you.